It feels like a relic of yesteryear when a rivalry is built on tainted water. But as these fans know, the Little Brown Jug history is a long one, and when it's on the line, everyone is thirsty for a sip of victory. Welcome to Huntington Bank Stadium, home to the Minnesota Golden Gophers. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. He'll bring it out. It's Hayes. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Golden Gophers offense will go on the attack first. The Gophers put up quite a fight for the Jug last year, but it was the Wolverines pulling out a close one.
And that's not a surprise. Michigan dominates this series, and they own the Little Brown Jug. You might as well put Wolverines on it as much as they've won it. They need to make sure they set the tone early. Don't give Minnesota life. Show their dominance early in this football game.
You know, you had to wonder last year if a lot of those players at Michigan maybe weren't thinking about, the rivalries with Penn State, Michigan State, and obviously Ohio State at the end of the year. Minnesota is not a program you can overlook, though, because they are tough and they are scrappy, and they're coming for that Little Brown Jug.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the right. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
The Golden Gophers will punt it away on 4th down. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. So the Michigan Wolverines offense will get the ball for the first time. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Pulls it in. It's Haynes. They'll say he goes out of bounds, mark it at the 46. The Wolverines decide to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play.
Nice job. A little hang time, getting it up in the air. It's coming inside the 10. That thing goes inside the 5-yard line. That is exactly how you draw it up.
Running to Green. Not much movement there. It's a gain of 1. Gets him out to the 5.
And you want to run the football. I mean, that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Off the bootleg. Wants to throw it. Finds his man. It's Hall. And they pick up just a few on that completion. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
What a nice job to get through your progressions and find your man open on the drag.
And you can't do that without good protection up front by the offensive line, giving you a little bit of time. And you're right, the QB had time, saw them.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary. guys that can win one-on-one, and guys that change and force your game plan to have to adapt for them. You need to double team these guys if you want to have any chance. This is that type of player. He's got so much ability.
On third down, he drops the throw. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Golden Gophers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field it close to the 50. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Great place to start for this offense. They'll give it to the back. He'll get it down to the 31, and that's where he goes out of bounds. And the Wolverines moving quickly to the line.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. We're at the halfway point of the season. They're sitting atop the rankings. How hard is it to maintain that focus as the season goes along?
It's really tough, and that's one thing this coaching staff's really been trying to focus on, is just to take one opponent at a time.
Oh, he's got some space. Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the change for this offense. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Grabbed over the middle, it's Hansen. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. The Wolverines are flying down the field. He'll do it himself. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
He'll bring it out. It's Hayes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Thurman. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Catch inside the 25. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Wagner. And he steps out of bounds, and that's going to do it for the first quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. The Golden Gophers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. And the Golden Gophers trying to cash it in on first and goal. Zinged swings it complete to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The pass play they hoped would spread the defense out, create a one-on-one opportunity, but they were equal to the challenge.
Yeah, and that's a play the receiver would love to have back. It looked for a second like he might be able to break that tackle and score a touchdown. Just wasn't able to get it done.
I think a lot of quarterbacks like those defenses that will be passive and let it slowly develop. Nah, this defense, you could tell, they were aggressive and attacking, and it really paid off.
On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Looking for the goal line.
No.
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Minnesota! The extra point here would tie the game.
Well, I love the decision-making by the quarterback, going to his go-to receiver in that situation of the game. But defense, come on. You got to know that's the guy the QB's looking for.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. Miami is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now. But those fans that were there when the U was the U, they know this game is not over. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Georgia Tech.
Leaves it with the back. Creates a little room. Turning it on.
Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on 1st down. They'll toss it to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And I understand what the offense is trying to do. Use the wide side of the field, right? Use all that space, pitch on the outside, get on the edge. But the defense was too disciplined. Great job setting the edge, not letting them get outside.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Throws to the tight end. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. Takes him the other way. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. In the lore of the Little Brown Jug, guys, it originally was just a water jug that Michigan wanted back, and Minnesota told them, well, come win it if you want it so bad.
Yeah, listen, I mean, it's not the most expensive-looking trophy out there for sure, but listen, it was important. I mean, it was helping hydrate people back in the...
Nowhere to go. The ball's loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He's loose down the middle. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Wolverines. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
Nice job by the defense forcing the fumble. That took the perfect bounce right into the DB's hands. He shows you the speed and takes it back all the way for a touchdown. That was the definition of a fortuitous bounce.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Coleman. The Golden Gophers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
From the gun on 3rd down. Throws for the tight end. Finds a man in the middle. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And the Golden Gophers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Powers through the defender. He's knocked down for a loss of 7.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got him.
No.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. The Golden Gophers come to the line with a new set of downs.
Here we go.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. That's caught. It's Glenn. Breaks into the open. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Golden Gophers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll try the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. They'll try to get it through the air. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Glenn. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Offense set on 1st down. The play action fake. Under fire. Makes the grab on the left.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Well, they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. They'll run the screen. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And backed up, 1st and goal. This defense fighting to hold the lead and carry it to the locker room. He's looking to throw. Gets it out quickly.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to blow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
They keep pushing forward. Now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Yeah, and you run a play that's conservative, and you're going to hand the football over, and you think nothing bad's going to happen. And, man, if he doesn't just cough it up, terrible timing. You get inside that 5-yard line ready to make a play, score some points, and instead the defense recovers the football.
Looks as if he'll work his way forward and get it up to about the 11-yard line. And the Wolverines in the hurry-up. Lost one deep down the right side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. Now from their own 20-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Fires it down the seam. Intercepted. A 1st half turnover can swing momentum. They get him down at the 36. It will be a 1st down.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. They've given up some big plays in this 1st half, and they're down on the scoreboard right now. Something positive needed to happen. Maybe that's the interception that changes the momentum in this game. It's now up to their offense to try and score some points here before the first half ends.
And that's just a timing route. And if I'm a quarterback and they're going to sit back in zone, when I run those crossers, man, I just wait for that zone window to open up, anticipate it a little bit, chunk that thing, and let my receiver.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Gophers!
And I love it. Trust your passing game. Trust your quarterback because you know he can execute. You have confidence in him, and that is the way you finish a first half, and now you got a chance to tie this football game.
Roughing the kick defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Back to pass, it's Underwood. Steps away. Rolling right and going deep. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. At the 45 on its way. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. That pass interference call will give us one more untimed down in the half. Wants to throw on first down. Now he's going to break the pocket. Blasted as he lets it go. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, great energy in that building and a fun first half for both Michigan and Minnesota with the little brown jug on the line. And this second half will likely come down to which offense can figure anything out. Take some chances, get creative. Both offensive coordinators had full heads of hair at the start of this game, but right now, they look like cue balls after one frustrating first half. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Minnesota and Michigan plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Golden Gophers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
What a way to seize momentum here. You start the second half, you take the first kick back to the house. Great blocking and an awesome job in the open field, making people miss and showing you the speed on that return. Wow.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the ACC, which is why this one is notable. Miami is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join Vinny Testaverde and Gino Torretta in the pantheon of greats to play at the U. They're trailing by just 4 to Georgia Tech. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Golden Gophers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He'll keep it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. The Golden Gophers will have it 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. From the gun, the running back has it. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Rush is on him. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. And the Golden Gophers send out the punt unit.
On to kick it away.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Toss sweep. Try to get it outside to the right. There he goes. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. The Wolverines trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Trying to bull his way in. Touchdown, Michigan. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Off the play fake on 1st down. The throw. Makes the catch. It's Hicks. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play. Able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. He's got an open man. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in zones. I just got to be a little bit patient.
He leaves it with his back. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Off the RPO, complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play could put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind him.
The Golden Gophers are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, running back gets to give. Gets it past the marker. There he goes! And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Minnesota!
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive explosive plays like this, you hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Getting to the end zone. Nice run.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And that was a scintillating way to finish that one, a 44-yard touchdown run. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They're still... the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Quarterback empties his backfield. To throw, it's Underwood. Makes the grab, it's Moore. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield and he moves the sticks.
Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball. Against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Hall. Showed off just about every move in the book, except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain. Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on fourth down. Got a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. We've reached the end of the period and Michigan has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. And the Golden Gophers will call on their punt team. Oh, it's off the side of his foot. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. So here comes the Michigan offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Hand off from the gun. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. And the Wolverines headed quickly to the line. Back to throw, it's Underwood. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. The Wolverines will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Was looking for more running room but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
Well, I love the job by the coaching staff there defensively, matching the personnel of the offense, putting their dime package out on the field. So you bring out the extra defensive back, you're anticipating a pass, perfect timing to run that personnel, and you get the pick.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. They've got the big fellas out there, a three tight end look on 1st and 10. He'll pitch it. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They go to the ground, and he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still in the 3. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Trying to get the corner. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolverines. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins. Michigan has dominated this rivalry over the years, and they look oh so close to securing the jug again.
You look at Michigan on paper, and they have an advantage all over the place against Minnesota. It was a question of whether they could just stay out of their own way. If they eliminated the mistakes, we knew this was going to be a tall order for Minnesota, and Michigan just looks dominant.
Yeah, it stinks, but it is the facts. The facts are you're less talented at Minnesota, and you've got to play really, really well, especially in these rivalry games, and hope to catch Michigan on a bad day. But that little brown jug is inching towards Michigan's sideline now.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
Nope.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit, and you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Scanning the field, it's Francis. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Snagged in the middle, it's Glenn. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. They'll start this drive with a pass. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. The lead gets bigger here in the 4th quarter, and their run continues, about to go 8-0.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Maybe picked up a couple as he gets to the 14. The Golden Gophers want to crank the tempo.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back up.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. And the Golden Gophers will bring the punt team onto the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different...
Oh, he's got some space. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
And this offense has done a really good job late in this football game. Man, you put a premium on the 4th quarter and maximizing possessions, and they've put touchdowns on the board. They've done a great job. Nice last play, too. Keep that momentum going and get out of here with the win.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
It'll be third and long. Running back searching for a hole. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
And the Wolverines will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Back to throw, it's Francis. Finds the tight end. You'll take this every time, 5 yards on the first down play. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Second down, he'll throw it. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Thurman. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. The Golden Gophers come to the line in the hurry up. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Boy, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a third and long. Making side adjustments here. They'll toss it to the left. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Dropping back, it's Francis. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And he goes to the ground, and that's how this game is going to end. This trophy has been around forever, the oldest in the FBS, and for much of that time it has been controlled by Michigan. And once again, it is the Wolverines taking the Little Brown Jug away from Minnesota. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.